One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a squad from the American, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Texas Tech's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown.
They'll move the wide receiver. Power football with the run. There he goes. Quick spin on the run. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Powers through the defender.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You know, strong safeties are known for their ability stopping the run. Not so much in pass coverage or in rushing the passer, but that strong safety there showing you all of his ability.
And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Mean Green offense takes over, and they'll go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hall. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Caught over the middle. It's Gentry. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes
he hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Winston. Jukes his way for more. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Hammond. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Red Raiders will try to pick it up on 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Wake Forest. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. Can't get him to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. North Texas will have to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Young. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis. Across the 45. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hall. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They'll leave it with him. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to ride this running back. Sweet cut there. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to Davis. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Running back searching for a hole. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. He'll pull it on the read. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Davis. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. North Texas can dig into that playbook on second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. To the air on first down. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Absolutely perfect. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
The Red Raiders will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
North Texas in the hurry-up. Bully ball on third and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Motion from the wideout. That's caught. It's Stone. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. No huddle here for the offense. The play action fake. He's got his man across the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick. So
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to be playing.
He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Mean Green now facing the meanest of problems on third down. Just feeds the running back. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. The kick is on its way. and they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the move, it's Winston. Runs through the tackle. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run play action. Got his man out of the backfield. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Hammond. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Running free. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Appalachian State.
Leads it with the back. Nice move there.
This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield on first down. Spins away from the defense.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense, quick tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown, Mean Green. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bump. Breaks into the open. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. North Texas lining up facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Hammond. Quickly to the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Coordinator's got to be thrilled with that third down sack. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. On target to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker, it's Lewis. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. He wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, North Texas. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Fighting off the defender. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Back to throw, it's Hammond. He wants a big play here late. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Just a short pass to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Finds a tight end. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Texas Tech's offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Wants to throw. It's Hammond. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its feet. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Griffin. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off! What a play by this defense. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gentry. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Got it in the middle, it's Young. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Motion from the back. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. The lead is 6 in the first. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside is 5. This drive will open from the 15. Give to the running back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. 2nd down coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Back to throw, it's Griffin. Right down the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watkins. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They'll try the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Got a little space. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. The inside handoff. Nice move to pick up yardage. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 7 over Wake Forest. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Quick handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. To the air, it's Hammond. Hauls it in. Turning it on. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Nice move there. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try to get outside. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Young. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Red Raiders! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll give it to the back. Spins away from the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
And the Bobcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Gentry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Grabbed over the middle, it's Young. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Winston. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. And the Red Raiders are on the move. He'll do it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Across the 25. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Handoff to the lone back. Quick spin on the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Touchdown, Red Raider! And the beatdown has ensued. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught behind the line. It's Watkins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Griffin. Plucks it out of the air. Gets away from one, he's got space. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to get it to the marker. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. And the Bobcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Griffin. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Lowers those pads. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas State.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the 4th quarter.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. Smashes it through for the PAT. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking for a man, it's Griffin. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. Makes the catch at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will have the ball first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Missouri's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's caught. It's Gentry. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Running it to the right. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Colorado found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A prime example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Boulder. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here's the give off the left side. Breaks the tackle. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Terry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna run it, it's Davison. Plows through the defense. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down? On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier now.
And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Hard running there. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll send the back in motion. Pocket breaking down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Going right to work up top. Finds his man. It's Gentry.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Pressure coming. Myers deep on the run. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. This quarterback part of their running game. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass on second down. Wide out trying to get it in. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to power it in. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Rush is on him. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Red Raiders want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Back to throw, it's Hammond. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Off the RPO, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds space on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to throw again. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the air, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Gentry. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the 4th quarter, this game is super close. It's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
From the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Got his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wide receiver going in motion. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time.
There he goes! He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Hammond. He's taking the deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gentry. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He makes the catch. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Gentry. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Gentry. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Roberts. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Fires to the tight end. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They want to throw it. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5. Coming out with it, it's Madison. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Davison. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late. They'll go for it on fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's the pressure. Defense playing a bail technique. Missouri wants to go fast. Last chance coming up. Here's the heat. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, and David, moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side of the ball.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was enough points. Win, advance, build some confidence, find some things with this offense down the road that you do better.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Horned Frogs will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Red Raiders offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with...
Here's the handoff. Makes a man miss. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kick is in the air. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The Horned Frogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Roberts. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Run in the red zone. It's Winston. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Jacksonville State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Brock. Throwing right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Winston. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. And some room to work. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll go right back to the run. Fights off a defender. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Dropping back, it's Brock. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Porter. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off play action. Under fire. Looking for a big gain. Makes the catch down the right side. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And this type of route, man, going all the way from the left side of the formation, all the way across the field to the right, you better have some decent protection up front. They protect him. He waits for it to develop, and he hits the speedster coming all the way from left to right for the huge gain for this offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Porter. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Horned Frogs are threatening on first and goal. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. He'll keep it himself. Oh, what a cut! Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. The Red Raiders backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Power football with the run. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Got room to work. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off play action on first down. Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Makes the grab, it's Baker. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Dropping back, it's Brock. Oh, they're after him. catch in the middle. It's Porter. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Baker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his tight end. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. No good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Spinderella. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brock. Gets away. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That's caught. It's Stone. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick completion on the out. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Brock. Makes the grab. It's Baker. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Looking for a gap. It's Winston. Can't get him to the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. A high kick trying to pen them deep. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Brock. Snagged out of the air. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Now from inside the red zone. caught in the backfield. It's Simon. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Porter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They just keep firing. Might be looking to run. Breaks into the open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. From the gun. Here comes the heat. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Missouri. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The give and tick, 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 tick. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And he's dragged down. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Looking downfield, it's Brock. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Takes the knee, and the perfect season is still alive. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
Well, and it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Texas Tech's offense will get first crack at it today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He spins that thing down the middle. It's caught. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. 3rd play of the drive. It's 3rd and 10. You know the defense is expecting pass, but this quarterback, laser focus. He found the matchup. Great job reading coverage, and that was an absolute dime deep down the field.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stone. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looking for a push on 4th down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Red Raiders are flying down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gentry. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air. It's Hammond. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Just keep slinging it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll send out the kicker here. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Houston Cougars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Running to Green. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Turning it on. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Cougars look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. That is no good. So after the missed kick, it's still 3-0.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Off the play fake on first down. That's reeled in. It's Young. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Pocket breaking down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Running back searching for a hole. Nice move there. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They kick it away on 4th down. Catch is made at the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Winston. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
The Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Punt is on its way. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hands, it's Stone. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Runs through the tackle. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Secures it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Fighting off the defender. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The kick is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That's caught. It's Gentry. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. He'll throw it. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. There he goes. Just plowing ahead. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Young. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment.
Slips one guy, now he's... Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. He'll pull it on the read. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. The field goal is no good. So it'll stay 3-0 after the missed field goal.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the back. He breaks a tackle. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. The give to the back. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. They punt it away on 4th down. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.